Welcome, everybody, to another half-ass beer review. My name is Josh, and tonight there's a new beer calling our name. And tonight's new beer is none other than Sticky Bun, a bourbon-aged imperial stout with pecans, maple syrup, cinnamon and maple, and natural vanilla flavors. Comes in at 10.2%. Brewed and canned by The Bruery, Bruery, in Placentia, California. Let's talk a little bit about the can art on this beer. Pretty interesting can art. It kind of reminds me of the Mary Blair artwork from It's a Small World, just not as bright and vibrant colors. Kind of has that vibe to it, though. And I like it a lot, actually. Kind of eye-catching. And once you read what's in the can, if you're not interested, then you should just not be drinking beer. There's a little beer tail on the back. Dig into this bold, barrel-aged imperial stout and experience a piping hot plate of liquid sticky buns in your glass. This barrel-aged imperial stout is layered with pecans, maple syrup, and just a hint of cinnamon, imitating the warming flavors of freshly baked sticky buns. This bakery is open for business. Thebruery.com. Again, that's Bruery. Ideal serving temp, 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees Celsius. Even tells you what kind of glass you should drink it out of, and I have the right glass. Let's open it. Let's pour it, look at it, smell it, taste it, and get a rating out of it. Look at that nice, rich, dark pouring beer. I love the head on these stouts. It's nice and brown. Makes you think of caramel or chocolate. Yeah, the smells of sticky bun. It's got a nice bread smell to it. Cinnamon. You're smelling that maple and that pecan, along with the little bit of bourbon smell there. It's not a big bourbon smell, so that's pretty promising. You don't want the bourbon to be overpowering in these kinds of beers. You want the flavors that you're talking about to kind of be the mainstay, and you want that bourbon afterthought on it. Just kind of pokes its head in there and gives it like another dimension. But again, just like black, thick. I'm excited about this one. Without further ado, let's get into the flavor of this beer. As always, on Half-Ass Beer Review, little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. This is a sticky bun in a glass. It tastes just like a cinnamon roll, even kind of like an icing feel or an icing taste in there. Not just like the cinnamon and the maples and the pecans. It's almost like there's like icing with it too. Pretty crazy. The bourbon, however, is almost non-existent, and this is the 45-degree temperature that you should be serving it at. And that's usually when the bourbon flavors come out. Man, look at the head on that. Just kind of sticks to the glass. Man, I'm going to take another drink and give you a rating. Hopefully I can get some more bourbon out of this. Maybe it was just something in the first two drinks. Maybe it's a little inconsistent. I don't really know. But this is very enjoyable nonetheless. I just wish there was a little more bourbon. Yeah, the bourbon's very well hidden. You get a little hint of it, but nothing really big. The dessert part of this beer, like the sticky bun, is just the mainstay. I love the balance of the pecans, the cinnamon, and the maple syrup. They do a really good job of it. I think the only thing holding this beer back is just the lack of bourbon. I know I said I was just going to take one more drink and give you a rating, but I'm going to take another one just to kind of finalize my thoughts between a good and a great beer. I really don't know. The lack of bourbon's kind of making me think that maybe this shouldn't be a great rating because it's not there. So one more drink and then I'll get your rating. I promise. Okay, I love drinking this beer. I do. Do I want to drink more of them? Yes, of course I do. But that lack of bourbon is going to be what holds it back. So I'm going to give this a good rating. I'm going to give this actually a fairly good rating. I'm going to rate it a 4.8 out of 6. Everything, it's almost firing on all cylinders minus the bourbon. Again, the sticky bun, it's great. It tastes exactly like it says it's going to taste minus the bourbon. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I highly recommend you drinking this beer, finding it, and enjoying it. I got this from Draston, the Dungeon Master, over at Twitch. You can check him out at twitch.tv/7ddungeons. Now, that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out a new beer with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Looks like this, it's right down there. Click on it, and I am a happy camper. If you're new here and you liked what you saw and you want to see more, go ahead and click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell. Hitting that bell keeps you up to date and notifies you every time I post a new video. But until next time, please keep your fridges full and have a great night.